Oh,
It's okay.
it's live.
Hi. Welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I'm Jessica, also known as Naturally Knitting, and this is our 298th podcast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
I'm Allena, also known as Star Knits. Today is February 4th. This is our monthly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back.
Yes.
We have show notes available at the Weasley Sisters podcast.wordpress.com.
Yes.
So everything we talk about will link there.
Or try to.
Yeah.
But yes. So grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and craft along with us.
Yes. Okay. So it's been a while, and we are sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
Life is crazy.
yeah. So let's get started with Mojo. Do you have anything that you finished in December or January or
Yes.
even the beginning of February?
So I finished this beauty. It's a
Ooh,
zigzag baby
awesome.
blanket, and my project page on Ravelry has the specs on that. But yeah, I used 3 balls of oh my goodness. Well, they were different. Mandala, I think it was Lion Brand, and then I had to switch to something else because this was the, I'll say, from here to here
Hmm.
was the original yarn, and it's kind of got some speckles in it, which I liked. Sorry, don't mind the sun flares. But they discontinued it, and I hadn't known that. So I had to go and buy. So I bought that and then that to finish it off. But it's a nice big. It's a little bit bigger than a baby blanket, but I feel like it'll be nice. Um,
Yeah.
and then I went and did an I-cord, applied I-cord, well, an I-cord bind off, and then an applied I-cord edge around the whole thing. And I actually like finished with the yarn and then had to use up some like random bits of yarn. So it's a little wonky, but I figure it'll be well loved.
Yeah.
I'm just glad
Oh,
it's
that's cool.
I actually I brought it to the shower and it was the I cord wasn't finished, so I put like the tiniest little bit of a ball in a baggie and like pinned it to the back of it. Um and then finished it like 2 days later. But yeah, so I finished that in January.
That's
But I really
awesome.
love the chevrony.
It's super cute.
Yeah, it's fun. And then I also finished it was a 6-day star blanket, which I'm not going to be able to show you this. If you want to see a really nice picture, you can look on my Ravelry page or on Instagram. Um,
It's super
this
cute.
one
It
is
kind
a
of looks
crochet.
watermelon-y.
I know that's what the kids say. I say it's my Christmas blanket because it's
I'm
red
sorry.
and green, red and Grinch green. Trubin helped me pick out the yarn. Um, this camera is like, or maybe it's the lighting is washing this out. But yeah, it's pretty and fun, and I don't even know if I'm showing you the back or the front. I'm not that great with crochet. I mean, I can crochet, but like I think that's the back actually that I'm showing you. Anyways, but it's pretty and cozy and fun, and it's huge. And I used 8 balls of yarn to make that John. And then I even had to go and buy more yarn, and I did the edging in actually a cream color. Um, because it was a gradient, but I ran out like halfway through like some of the last rows. So I got a cream, just so it kind of like faded into like just a solid color. But you can like it's a little lighter than like most of the lighter green, but it like
But you can't really tell.
I think it looks nice. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just a solid edge, and so it wasn't like changing all the way around. I'm happy with it. I like it. But those are the two main things or only things that I finished actually.
So I'm sure I finished a lot, but when I was looking at my projects, I did not. I have like woven things, not knit or
Oh,
crocheted things. But
oh,
I did finish a pair of socks for Andy.
yay.
Um, so
Those are cool.
yeah, so I cranked them on the sock machine, and
Nice.
then, but I cranked them, and I also did the afterthought heels and toes. And let me find the other picture. So here's them laying down.
I like them a lot.
So they're for Andy, and like I knit him a pair of socks once, and he has like big feet. So cranking is the way to go. But I mean, that has like a learning curve all to itself.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I also had borrowed from Jessica the hat knitter machine.
That's
And
true.
as I was practicing with it, because I did crank a couple of hats for the Milwaukee Knitting Guild, here's one that I forgot to take. So I'll take it this month. But it's a hat.
Cute.
And I mean, if you look at it, my tension was off a little bit. So it looks kind of like wrinkly, but I don't think they'll care.
No.
So yeah, those are like the things that I finished.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about
So
whips? You have like a whole like mile long list on our show notes.
I do. Well, some of them are hibernating. Like stuff that I was working on are back to hibernating. Um, I have let me find the one thing though to talk about and show. Oh, I don't know where it is. Because I was making a bento bag
Okay.
and I don't know where it went. So I am currently working on a shift cowl for the shop.
I saw that on must have been Facebook or Instagram or something, and I'm so jelly. I've been wanting to make one of those. How are you
And
liking
I
the pattern?
am using Earth spiral grain yarn, which it says it's sport weight, but I am knitting with it and it is totally fingering weight.
Oh,
Um, yeah, that is just crazy. So that's one of the things I'm working on. And then I also started um this, and you're like, that looks like a big foot.
it looks
It's
like a
a
star.
water bottle cozy, and I'm using my doodle decks. Like I went into my doodle decks and pulled out the cards I want to use. This is the next one that I'm doing.
That's awesome.
And then I have um like a bunch more that I'm going to use from all of my different decks. So I have the fantasy deck, the Seattle deck, and then I think the spring one or the summer one. Let me see. Summer. Um, so I just like pulled out all the ones that I wanted to use, and I am using the gray is vintage DK, and then I bought a bunch of mini DKs from Hook and Shuttle.
Okay.
Um, so and they're in my ZK 2020 bag. So there's like the 2020 bag. It's like a lunch bag, like you roll it down and snap it. It's like wax canvas. So that's what this is in. My shift cowl is I'm almost done. So I'm like all over the place. I'm sorry, you guys. So the shift cowl that I'm working on is in Earth Spiral Grain, which is kind of like fingering. So I got to this point right here where the blue ends and the green starts. And that section, the next section, I was supposed to start decreasing, but I figured it wasn't long enough to go around my neck or anyone's neck really, because you're supposed to like sew it. And so I inversed the colors, and I'm repeating this section before I go to the decrease because it'll add like 3 inches. So I think that would be fine. So I just wanted to note that. So that's in one of my box bags. But oh crap.
Question.
Yeah.
How are you liking that pattern?
It's like very repetitive. Let me put my little stitch stoppers on. Um,
In a good way, or
yeah, like you can memorize it really easily. It's a mosaic knitting because you're slipping
okay?
and knitting, but it's nice. I really like how it's turning out. Um, I think it would look really cool with hand spun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's really easy to follow. So yeah, those are my current actual whips, not the ones that are hibernating. So we won't talk about the hibernation. Do you have any whips?
I do. I am currently I didn't grab it. It's over on my purse. My Chloe's I'm making socks for her. Um
Oh yeah, I saw that picture.
yeah, I just posted it the other day. Or yes, the other day, yesterday. um but they are I'm doing the Wendy's toe up sock with a difference. Um I'm trying to see the yarn, but I can't pull up my thing right now. Whatever. I got the yarn from the Last Sheepicorn, which is my local yarn shop. Oh my goodness, you know the yarn. I I don't have it on me. I
I
can't.
do know. Is it
My
Gusto?
no, it's like an inexpensive sock yarn. It comes in like a
Well,
this. It's not wacky sacky, but it's the same universal
yeah,
yarn.
Universal. They're I forget what they're called,
Yeah,
but yeah, Universal.
it's an yeah. So anyways, Chloe picked it out, so I've started with her. I need to like measure her feet, and then I think I'm almost ready to start the heel increases or whatever.
Yeah,
Uh, so yeah, those are always on my purse, but I really haven't had a ton of time to knit lately. But I did just start last night a new baby cardigan. I just printed this off. Just a tiny
oh
little one.
cool.
Um,
Yeah,
I just found it on Ravelry. It's a free pattern and it uses worsted weight yarn. This is actually the yarn I bought. I bought two because Joanne's was having, not Joanne's, so it was Joanne's, was having a sale like buy one, get, or buy two, get one free. And I wasn't sure how many I need. This was the outside of that blanket. So
yeah.
I used almost all of one. So I had this one is extra and I have a little bit left over. Um, and you got another uh, thing free. So, anyways, that's why I'm using that yarn. Um, and I'm making it for the baby, my soon to be grandbaby, who's due on the 22nd. I'm so excited.
So exciting.
But I'm adding little baubles to it
Oh my goodness.
because I think it's going to be so cute. Um, it's a girl, and we just helped them put away all their baby clothes just this past weekend, and they have a ton of onesies and stuff, and some sleepers and stuff. But for newborn stage, I'm like, it's cold out still, so Chloe's like, you better knit that baby a sweater. Because I have some bigger ones, but I'm like, she'll need a few options, I guess. So it's like, okay. So I cast it on.
Challenge accepted. I should knit her a baby vertebrae.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm so excited. I can't wait. Like really, she could come any day now. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy.
because I
Um,
didn't knit her anything. So
I mean, I did a couple
yeah,
things, but like you would think I'd have more stuff. I don't know.
yeah.
Anyways, that's what I'm making. I need to input it to the show notes. Like I didn't even like link it on Ravelry yet. So
I'm making a note.
I'll
Knit.
do that and put it on after. Um, we podcast. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And I think I saw one that had bobbles on it. I'm like, oh, that shouldn't be too hard. So I'm just kind of
I
gonna
just made a
randomly,
note. Knit baby vertebrae for baby.
yes. So I'm so excited. So excited. Yeah. Anyways, so that, and then I said the socks, right? Yeah. And then yeah, everything
Yeah.
else is in hibernation. I don't really have any other projects going on. Though a good friend of mine just found out she's pregnant as well. So I think I'm gonna need to go yarn shopping, and I think I'm gonna make her a baby blanket. Um and she said her theme is like, what did she say, cottage core or something like that. And Chloe's like, oh yeah, that's la 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 la. I'm like,
That's from like
okay.
Animal Crossing. You keep
No,
talking. I have to go get my wheel.
no, it's more like she said, like moss and mushrooms and kind of like cottagey and earthy kind of whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I was thinking of getting like a green, moss green, and just like doing a nice textured blanket, maybe even in a moss stitch. So that's what I was thinking.
That's cool.
But
Do I
yes,
know your friend?
Sabrina, I don't know.
No, I don't. That's
She's one
okay.
of my
I don't know everyone you know.
she's my co-leader for my youth group, Rush
Oh,
Girls.
that's cool.
Yeah, and they've been trying for a while, so they're very excited. But yeah, so I need to go shopping for that. So we'll see. We'll see what I do. Maybe
Okay.
maybe next time I'll have that cast on and I'll be working on it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. No, that's totally fine because, like I said, I don't have anything, but
So what do we
I
got
feel
next?
like I made a lot of stuff, but I just didn't. I don't
You
know.
have it. Well, you said you've been weaving, so
Yeah.
well, spinning. Did you do any spinning?
Yeah, so I am still spinning on my mashup. So I just went and got my wheel. My wheel.
Oh, I'm so jealous that yours fits in that. So cute.
So I'm just gonna hold it up and show you. Just kidding. This way. That's what I'm spinning right now. And it's the third ply, and I've been spinning it for months. Like I haven't really spun much except for on our last Saturday spin day at the shop. So that's a skein of two different fibers. This one is from this one is Zephyr Creek Farms. She's from Michigan. And then this one is
I like
Knits
that.
and Pearls from Madison. So they're together. But the other bobbins I have are one is purple.
Ooh.
And this was from like a local farm. I got it in Wisconsin Sheep and Wool. And then the other one is this. It's like washed out, but it is so like bright green. It's going to be an awesome spin. So those were like bumps of fiber that I got. They were like, I thought they were 4 ounces. I'm pretty sure I paid a 4 ounce price, but they were 8 ounces.
Oh wow.
And so that's why I have two braids of fiber that I'm spinning for the third ply. So I'm excited for how much yardage I'm going to get because I'm doing a true 3-ply mashup with that. So I'm excited for that. But also on spinning news, I don't know if you can tell behind me. Nope. This way. This way. I have a bunch of bats. I like washed a bunch of fiber and then I made a bunch of bats up because I had a waffle sale. But I have like a ton of bats, like a ton. Um, so yeah. And then is this where we talk about our acquisitions for spinning?
Sure.
Okay. So
Do whatever you want.
I some time ago we had yarn adventure truck at the store and I bought fiber and it was sitting up here for me to talk about and I didn't talk about it. So I got from yarn adventure truck this fiber from the fold out cat, which I actually know Q, like I've met her. She's like so nice. But this is a Corriedale. It's 4 ounces and it's like super bright. And then I got this from Knits and Pearls. as well, and it's fluorescent. I guess I'm on a fluorescent kick right now.
Apparently.
Yeah. So I got that, but then just Sunday we went to. Oh yes, I have been looking for these. Found them. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can tell Cindy that I found them. So these are a friend of mine from our spinning group. Okay, I have to tell you now. Her name is Cindy, and she 3D prints stuff. So she has these
Oh, I
kits.
met her.
Yeah, she 3D prints these things, and it comes with orifice hooks and then these awesome keeper things. I
Yeah.
love them so much. And then she had orifice hooks, not orifice hooks, orifice reducers with a little notch so you can like put your fiber in so it holds it so you don't have to wrap it around. And she printed the one I bought, it was too loose, so she printed two more for me to try and see which ones I liked. One is really tight and one is mostly tight. And she keeps asking me like, "Oh, did you try them?" And I'm like, "No, I can't find them," but I now just found them. It's the best thing ever. Now, if I could only find my name tag for work, would be great. Anyway,
That's funny.
I lose everything. Okay, so back to the story. Some of our last Saturday spin group got together on Sunday and went to Susan's Fiber Shop, which is like in Columbus, Wisconsin, which is like Madison area, for those of you not familiar with Wisconsin. So I got some things, not spinning, but I got this stuff to spin. So this one, and I'm going to spin these together. So this one is from Sheeps and Me. She's from Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, which I thought was really cool.
That's
And
close
it's
by
like
me.
green and brown.
Wait, what's her name again?
Sheeps and Me. Her name's Linda.
Huh.
So I got
Joe,
this one.
Joe
It's
fishes on
DSL
that
and
lake all the
silk
time.
noil. And then I got this to spin with it. And this reminds me of like a penny that's like patinaed, but
Yeah.
more blue than green. And this is Falkland. And this one is For the Love of Fiber. And she is local to Wisconsin too.
Nice.
Pretty cool. So I got these fibers, and I will talk about my other acquisitions in a later section. Do you have any spinning? Oh, and I got to see sheep. Let me find the picture because Susan's she is on a farm, and her shop is like we spent like 3 or 4 hours there. It was so much fun. It's like one of those like knitting spinning shops. So it's like you walk in and there's like stuff everywhere, but it's like, and then there's like wheels hanging from the ceiling and just like up, amazing, like the big great wheels. It's just amazing. I'm trying to find pictures, you guys. Sorry, like I said, I am all over the place.
Oh, that's okay. I have no spinning because I have not spun.
See the sheep? So this is out the back window
So cute.
in her carding section of the shop. And then the sheeps kept coming closer because they wanted us to feed them. So here's like another picture because they saw us looking at them. So they came closer. And then, of course, I got a sheep selfie with the males. Oh, sorry.
There we go. Oh, cute.
And I haven't posted this to Instagram or anything, but I probably should. So then I took a picture of the group of us that went, and Susan's in there. So I had to take two because my friend Courtney wasn't in this one. So there's Susan behind the desk. I should post this to Instagram, I think.
Good.
And then this one's with Courtney in it. Courtney.
Fun.
Oh, this way. It's hard to point when you're looking backwards. Anyways, so that's the trip to Susan's.
That's awesome.
Which is fiber related. So, okay, you don't have any spinning? Okay, how about weaving? Do you have any weaving?
I did actually weave a scarf. I forgot about that, and I didn't put it on my notes. I wove it for my Secret Santa at work.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'll type it in, and then you can add the link.
That was in December. Let me see if I can find a picture because I did take them. I don't know. I don't think I actually.
Was it with hand spun?
Yeah, it was with hand spun. Um,
On your rigid heddle?
yeah, just on my rigid heddle.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if you can. It's. I mean, it's hard to get a view.
Oh, I love it.
I
So did
believe
you
it.
spin it to stripe?
Yeah, well, yes and no. Like, I mean, that was the fiber. How it was dyed. I didn't dye it. It was. Oh my gosh, I can't think of. There's like half of it, and it's like a super wide scarf. I think it was like 13 inches wide. Sorry, I took a lot of pictures. You can see how pretty it is.
It
I
is
was happy.
pretty. I love it.
I was happy with it. Let me show you the. Oops, I have to go. The yarn that I started out with. Oh yeah. So okay, so one of it was I forget what fiber that was. I'm gonna blank on it. But then the warp, which is you can see all along here, I spun. But this one is my heavy on the unicorn guts
Oh yeah.
was the weft.
Is that the one that you spun on your spindle?
The heavy on the unicorn guts? No, I think those were bats that just spun. I think on my e-spinner. Maybe.
Oh,
I
okay.
really don't know. It's like been so long.
Yeah.
Uh, but it was so much fun to weave and it went so quickly and I love it. And I don't know why I don't, well, I do know why I don't do it more because I just have like no time right now lately. But very happy with it and she loved it. Um, but it was fun and cute.
It is cute.
Glad I did it. And I
So I
forgot.
wove a lot, as I mostly do in December. I weave.
Hmm.
I need to weave more because I love
Well,
it
you
so much.
inspired me to make that one because you were like making all these
Yeah.
things. Like, I can at least make one scarf.
So I made this scarf, so you can't really tell because it's let me turn this around. Okay. You can't really tell, but it's green and purple. And it's I was trying to get a houndstooth. Maybe if I hold it back here you can see. But
Over.
it's not really houndstooth. And then I wove all these scarves for my coworkers at the knitting store. And this one is like a herringbone and it's black and white. And then this one is also a herringbone and it's like red and like green. Like the yarn I used, not the red. The red was Heritage. The other yarn was like a Robin Hood theme. And then this one, maybe if I turn the backlight up, is pink. Oh yeah, you're not even going to be able to see it. Let me turn it down.
The brightness.
Yeah. Oops. That's
I see birds.
sorry. So this one's pink and purple,
Okay.
like a light pink. And then this one was like rainbow coffee colors, if that
Ooh,
makes
that's
sense.
neat. Mm-hmm.
So I wove all of those. And then I forgot to talk about it, but like for Christmas, because those were Christmas presents, Andy was like, "Oh, I co-teach with a lady as I'm cranking like hats. Can you make something?" So I took this bright pink bright pink yarn and just made like it looks like a headband, but it's a cowl, like a big cowl.
Oh, okay.
And he gave it to her, and she's like, "That's my favorite color," and she loves
Oh,
it,
that's
which I
awesome.
thought, yeah. Oh, I'm like looking at all the pictures. So then I also we went to Kentucky for Andy's Christmas present, and I got a loom at oh, are we there? I got a loom at the Woolery,
Yeah, I don't
and
think I knew that.
I'm gonna show it to you. It's Ashford 36-inch rigid heddle, and I got. Of course, when you buy them, you get the 7.5 dent reed. So I got that, and then at the time I bought the 15 dent, and then that's why we ended up going to Susan's because I wanted to get the 10.5 read, and then Susan kind of convinced me, but not like it was hard to get the 12 dent as well. So I have all the reads for it, and that was like the main reason why I wanted to go to Susan's because she carries all that stuff. But I made a hero cowl on it, and I have it, except for those are hard to make and not make it obvious because I twisted it by accident. But I made a hero cowl with hand spun.
It's very
and
pretty.
I wear it with this. Let's see, I'll stand up. Well, this way. See? Turned out nice. So a hero cowl is where you weave it. So you put the warp on, and then you extend it like 18 inches, and then you start weaving. And then at the end, you pull that out when you have like 18 inches left. You release it, and then you weave those ends in, so you get this cross section at the front. So, yeah. But I wove it, and it was wonderful. So, that is what I wove. Oh, and I wove one more thing. So then as you know, the Milwaukee Knitting Guild is collecting hats, which is why I borrowed the knitter, the central machine for you. But I also got this. I'm sure you guys remember me telling you about this. It's one of those. It's like a 10.5 inch square um, loom, like a continuous thread loom, or also known as bias weaving. And I was looking online, and someone had wove 2 squares and then sewed it together and made a hat. So this hat is woven.
Wait,
Look at how
what?
cool that is. It's woven. Yeah, I wove 2 squares and then sewed it together. It's so
Interesting.
cool.
Is it
So
like
I'm doing that,
stretchy though?
and I tried it on Aspen, so it fits a little kid.
Okay.
What?
I said, is it stretchy though? Like woven?
What did you say?
Is it stretchy?
Yeah, yeah. It's like
Huh.
anyway.
Cool.
So yeah, that's what I did, and I wove that. Well, it's because I was trying this red on the central machine. It was just too for the machine,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I'm gonna try weaving with it, and I did. So
Nice.
those are my weaving tails. You can see behind me right here, that brown box is my Ashford loom, and I have all my reeds in there. So yeah,
It's exciting.
those are my adventures in weaving. Lots of it, and I love it. And now I want to. I got the 36-inch one because I'm super obsessed with Get Weaving with Sarah and like weaving the um like fabric and then sewing clothes from it.
Hmm.
So I got the 36-inch because I wanted the width. And
Oh, yeah.
so, yeah,
Makes
that's
sense.
why I got it. So I'm getting ready to warp up that, I think.
Cool. Very cool.
So, yeah. Okay.
All right. What are we on next?
Now we're on to binging. Have you been binging anything?
Um, yeah, we've actually been
Are you
watching
paused?
The Walking Dead. Oh, you froze. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
That I can't hear you. I'm
Can you
sorry.
hear me
I wonder if it's our internet. Yeah. Yeah.
now? Okay. We've actually been watching The Walking Dead, and like we're finally into seasons because we had
Oh,
watched
cool.
it like years ago, right? But then we stopped. I think it was season 9 that we stopped on. So like now I think I'm on 11, and I can't believe some of the stuff that's happened. And like I don't know, I'm mad at a lot of people, but it's been good to watch through it. But yeah, so that's been fun. That's like the main thing that I've been watching. What about you? Oh, I'm also well,
Um,
audiobook listening to the Mercy Thompson like World series, I'll say. Not the World series, but like her World, both that and Alpha and Omega. Um and I am on Storm Cursed right now, which is a Mercy Thompson book. So that's where I'm at on that.
oh, that's cool. Yeah, I need to go through and re-listen to all of those. I just finished the Innkeeper Chronicles again. They released on Audible their dramatized Innkeeper Chronicles by Ilona Andrews, their dramatized one, so it's like voices and stuff.
How do you
And
like
so I just I liked it. I like that series, so it was good. And then now I'm just like kind of I tried a book. I think I'm gonna return it. I'm just not getting into it. Um, but yeah, and I'm not really sure what to watch anymore. Like I finished my watch through Bones, and then I think I've started a couple of things and I just am not into them. Like of course I'm watching the new season of Will Trent, and you'd have to wait like every season for every episode, like week for that. So
that's
yeah,
annoying?
it's kind of, I know, like, but I just last night I started watching Alias again because it's on Disney, I think.
Is it?
Um, yeah, so I started watching that. So
That's
yeah, if anyone has any suggestions for books that are not young adults, um, and hopefully they're like adults that aren't acting like young adults, um, let me know. So yeah, random randomness. So it's been 2 months. We had Christmas,
yeah,
which was fun and crazy.
it was.
I told you I went to the Woolery, and that was fun, and I got a loom. And then I went to Susan's Fiber Shop and talked to you about that. I've been working a whole bunch. I feel like that's a lot.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, I feel like we had Christmas and then yeah, I've working a ton, and then we had the baby shower and you guys came up for that, so that was cool. Um, but it was kind of insane. Um,
Yeah.
a lot of people, we're still like kind of recovering here from that. Like I still haven't, like, I don't know. I just need to, I feel like I'm working so much and I can't just keep up at home. Um, but there's that. Um, and then the baby's gonna come. Her due
I
date
know.
is 22nd, so it's coming up quick. So basically, like any day now. Um,
And it goes really quick too because um Aspen is turning 5 this weekend.
that's insane.
I know.
I know. I told him because Chloe's birthday is tomorrow, and
Yeah.
then and then there's no one on the 6th, and then the 7th is Luna, and then Aspen is the 8th, right? Is
Yeah.
that? I'm like, you could have her on the 6th, and then you could have like boom, 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 like in the family, like all the birthdays in a row. And then one of her sister's birthdays is the 10th, I believe. Like, how funny is that? Anyways, but yeah, so I don't know. It's crazy. It goes a lot faster when you're
Yes.
not the one pregnant,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And it's super fun when you're the grandparent because you get to spoil them.
Hmm.
So, anyways, so we're just at the end of our show. Thanks for watching, um, and we will be back next month in a timely manner. So
Sorry.
remember, all of our show notes are on the Weasley Sisters podcast.wordpress.com. And you can find links to all of the projects that we talked about there. So thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Toodaloo.